Brown, President CEO for Goodwill Industries of the Kanawha Valley here in the beautiful Mountain State. Today we are going to talk about employee recognition, but before we do that, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to hit the little bell icon right over here. That will subscribe you to my channel, and so every time we drop a new video, you'll be the first one to see it. Today we're going to talk about employee recognition though. Now this is an integral part of all culture building. It is an innate human need. We all have the need to be recognized for our work. What that recognition looks like for every person is going to be a little different, which is why it's very important when we talk about employee recognition to understand that you have to use multiple vehicles. For us here, we use a plethora of different tools in order to recognize our team members, and I want to go over just a few of those. When I got here about 3 years ago, one of the things that we did is we reinstituted actually an employee recognition award program. We actually recognize our employees with two different awards that we do at our annual dinner every single year. Our Executive Recognition Award as well as our Presidential Citation Award. These are individuals that are invited. They are our guest to the annual dinner. We recognize them in front of 800 individuals. We will, for our Presidential Citation Award winners, we will actually have an entire speech laid out for every single one of them with their accolades over the past year and why we are recognizing them. We also think it's very important that we recognize individuals for tenure. And like many organizations, we will recognize them based off of their 5-year milestone. What we do, of course, is we invite them to the same annual dinner. This year, in April, we'll be having our 72nd annual meeting. And at this event, we will actually be honoring one individual with 45 years of dedication to our organization. It's absolutely amazing. But much like I talked about in a previous video about how maybe you exit individuals, how you treat individuals with their tenure and milestone awards is just as valuable to the individuals that you are just hiring on as it is to the individual being recognized. It's important to remember the totality of what it is that you're doing here. It's not just sending a message to one individual, it's sending a message to the entire team. And so we make it a point to try and recognize them in front of as many of their peers and as many of the individuals in the community as we can, because it really does paint the picture about what we value as an organization. Now, probably the biggest investment that we've made in the last 3 years is actually we partnered with a company called WorkTango. WorkTango is a recognition-based social media platform that is built specific to the organization and their internal customers, their employees. For us, we have about 800 people on this system. It is designed and customized specifically to Goodwill Industries of the Kanawha Valley. It's a very intriguing tool because every one of our team members has an account. It gives everybody an opportunity at the beginning of every quarter to start off with a pool of points. These points then are given out to coworkers based off of really any number of things, but we ask them to tie it back to our core values of the organization. And it could be an individual out at one of our retail stores recognizing one of their peers for helping cover a shift so that they could hit their production goals. It could be a truck driver recognizing a dock employee for assisting them with the offload of a truck so that they could turn around and get back out to a store quicker. It could be an individual in our marketing and communications department recognizing someone else for showing up to a sponsored event and being part of the festivities and everything else in between. They award those individuals points that they accumulate. Now, one of the things when talking about recognition that I was horrible at early on in my tenure as a C-suite officer is I understood the value of recognizing people, but I always had certain go-to things. I would maybe get them a gift card to a restaurant or to the movies or something that was really quick and easy and close to my office. That's great for certain people, and I'm sure the sentiment was appreciated. However, Oftentimes those gifts are not appreciated at the same value as maybe someone else, or really has no intrinsic value at all outside of the sentiment. This platform allows them to accumulate points to then actually redeem at an in-app store, an in-app portal that has a plethora of things. And it's not just Goodwill branded material. It is anything and everything that we want them to put into this store for us, what we want WorkTango to put into this store for us. So it is theoretically possible that an individual could accumulate points and then redeem them for tickets to a concert or tickets to fly somewhere. Or they could accumulate less points and maybe it is gift cards to Walmart, maybe a gas gift card, or it could be, even when we do this all the time, we put Goodwill branded material in the store and maybe it's redeeming it for something like that. So one of the things that we wanted to make sure of is that we recognize them peer to peer, and it's not just us as an executive team recognizing them. I think there's more value actually in the peer-to-peer aspect of recognition. The individuals that you're working next to every single day saying, hey, you're doing a great job, carries just as much, if not more weight than someone else from the outside who maybe they see once a year telling them that they're doing a great job. But what they're actually getting rewarded with is something that they specifically value. They are given the opportunity to then go ahead and value their reward, and whether or not they want to continue to accumulate those points to get something much larger, or whether or not there's something that piques their interest, they get to drive the bus in terms of what their rewards are. So very interesting platform. I know the people at WorkTango have been doing this for quite a while, and they work with a lot of customers. They've been great company for us to work with. And this is really a tool that's been very, very valuable. But again, I think it's important for all of us as we look at employee recognition to understand that we have to look at multiple methods to be able to recognize our team member. There's no one thing that works best. And I think maybe that's kind of the beauty of WorkTango as well, is that it's not one-dimensional. It is multi-dimensional, and as leaders, that's really what we look for, is how you can reach the largest group possible with that type of reward. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and end the video. Do me a favor again, if you could, hit the bell down here in the corner, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you again shortly. Thanks.